Following this week's massacre in Las Vegas, there are renewed calls for gun control legislation. Democrats stood together on the steps of the U.S. Capitol today. They called on Republicans to help pass new measures that could help prevent gun violence. But at the White House and in Congress, top Republican leaders say now is not the time to discuss changing America's gun laws.
That's a common political reaction when gun control advocates press for new restrictions after a mass shooting. But that's not always what President Donald Trump has done as a candidate or even as president. Here's Pat Kessler's reality check.
In the aftermath of Las Vegas, some elected leaders say it's not the time to talk politics or gun laws.
I think it's premature.
I don't think we should politicize it.
And we'll be talking about gun laws as time goes by.
But here's the reality. Politicians talk about gun laws after massacres all the time, and President Trump is often among the first and loudest. On the same day of the Orlando nightclub shooting, then-candidate Trump accepted congratulations for being right on Islamic terrorism. Here's the day after gunmen shot up a Paris concert hall, criticizing President Obama. And just 2 days after the San Bernardino shooting, Mr. Trump imagined if the terror victims had carried guns.
If you had a couple of folks in there with guns and that knew how to use them, and they were in that room, you wouldn't have dead people. The dead people would be the other guys.
In President Trump's White House, it is both. Too soon to talk policy.
There's a time and place for a political debate.
And a place to assert that strict gun laws don't work.
I think if you look to Chicago, where you had over 4,000 victims of gun-related crimes last year, they have the strictest gun laws in the country.
In fact, not only do we talk about politics and gun laws after mass shootings, many states actually pass new laws, a lot of them. In the last 25 years, more than 3,000 gun laws have been passed after massacres. That's according to a Harvard study. It found states controlled by Republicans loosened gun laws, and states controlled by Democrats made gun laws tighter. That's Reality Check.
One change we've already seen in Washington, the U.S. House put off plans to vote this week on a measure to legalize gun suppressors, commonly known as silencers.